Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was cremated yesterday, and the ashes of the former Prime Minister were immersed in Yamuna River today near Majnu Ka Tila Gurdwara by members of his family in keeping with the Sikh rituals. However, the controversy surrounding his last rites has only intensified further. The latest attack comes from the BJP, where it says that not one leader from the Gandhi family was present when the ashes of a former Prime Minister were being immersed.
राहुल गांधी, इनकी पार्टी, इनकी सहयोगी पार्टियों को शर्म भी तो नहीं आती है कि ये मृत पड़े पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री मनमोहन सिंह पर भी राजनीति करने से बाज नहीं आते। राजनीति और समय पर भी की जा सकती है। अभी उनका जहां स्मारक बनना जगह तय नहीं हुई थी। सरकार ने बता दिया कि हम जगह तय कर रहे हैं, ढूंढ रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो आम जनता के लिए शमशान बनाया हुआ है।
कांग्रेस ने तो जीते जी भी मनमोहन सिंह जी का अपमान किया। ऑर्डिनेंस किसने फाड़ा? फेयरवेल में कौन नहीं गया? एनएसी किसने बनाया? पैरेलल सरकार कौन चलाता था? इतना प्रताड़ित किया डॉक्टर सिंह को कि वो तो रेजिग्नेशन देने के लिए भी तैयार थे। और जीते जी जिन लोगों ने उनको अपमानित किया, आज वो ड्रामा कर रहे हैं कि वो उनके सम्मान के लिए कटिबद्ध है, परंतु जो उनकी अस्थियां थी उसे लेने तक नहीं गए।
How disappointing it is to see absence of Congress leaders during this ashes immersion ritual at Majnu Ka Tila today.
It was shocking and surprising both that those who people were talking till yesterday कि ऐसा नहीं किया, वैसा नहीं किया, within this span of say less than 20 hours, they have totally forgotten Dr Manmohan Singh. Not even a single circle president of Congress was there.
Pradeep, is there any way Congress can get a benefit of doubt in the allegations that are being leveled by the BJP?
So it's not about getting a benefit of doubt, because the Congress were the one who had been crying hoarse over a memorial issue. They were saying that how the government has insulted the family of Manmohan Singh. Yesterday they came out with a very strong press release saying that even Doordarshan was only allowed, no other channel was allowed, and Doordarshan was only covering Prime Minister. And then they said that they should have allowed the memorial at very first place. Why the Congress had to ask these things? So obviously the question everybody will be asking, that how come all of a sudden the Congress that had been raising questions, they forget this thing just within 20 hours. You see, they all of that forgotten, and not a single person was present there at Majnu Ka Tila where ashes of Manmohan Singh were immersed. So that is one of the reasons that everybody is going to ask these questions to the Congress party, that because they stand completely exposed. It now clearly indicates that what actually the Congress was doing, Congress was simply trying to politicize this issue. Had they been really very serious about Manmohan Singh and his family, they would have definitely been there along with the family members while the ashes were immersed today morning at Majnu Ka Tila in Yamuna River. Not to talk of the Gandhi family, not even a single serpent from the Congress was present there. It was only Majinder Singh Sirsa and one more member of Parliament of the Rajya Sabha, Mr. Sani was present there. Rest of
Mr. Sani was present there. Rest of them were only family members. So they should not have forgotten, because Manmohan Singh, he was not an ordinary man. He had been twice the Prime Minister of the country. And the second thing had been that Manmohan Singh was not only Prime Minister of the country, but he had given so much done so much for the party for all these decades. And Sonia Gandhi herself had written yesterday, described that Manmohan Singh was a guide, he was a philosopher, he was a friend to her. So the question the BJP will be asking, obviously, is that how come she forgot immediately guide, friend, and philosopher? 9:30 they should have been here. It was not too early for them not to visit that place. So they should have at least come and be with the family member for the final farewell of Manmohan Singh, because this is a ceremony where you would have remembered man who was a beacon of wisdom and humility. But not a single person from the Congress. That clearly indicates that they were only trying to politicize the issue. They were trying to simply hit out at the BJP and the government. But basically they were not really serious about respect to the leader who had done so much for the party and been so close to the family also. Now the question is even being asked about the Pawan Khera. The Pawan Khera was not also present there, because he was the man who had written about how his family was insulted. There were only 3 chairs kept only while rest of the people had to stand. Even the DD was only covering the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So these questions obviously will be asked to the Congress party, and so far they haven't given any response to that. Why they were absent, why they were not
in detail by several leaders of the BJP. In fact, to the biggest question being asked, why could Manmohan Singh have not been cremated at Rajghat, as is being alleged by the Congress and demanded, according to them, by the family as well? We spoke to Hardeep Singh Puri. Listen in to his counter to that allegation.
The question is asked, why not Rajghat? Why could the funeral not be held at Rajghat?
I'm precisely coming to that. The government received a letter to which a reply was sent by the Home Ministry at 3 minutes past midnight. I have the communication in front of me saying a request has been received and we are agreeing to the request. Now, if you are agreeing to a request and you have to locate, clearly, you have to provide land to a trust. The trust will then undertake the erection of a memorial, etc., like in Sadai Vatal, where there's a trust, if I remember correctly, headed by Shri Ram Bahadur Rai, and we will give the land to the trust at ₹1 rental. All that will be done. Locations have been identified, but the point of time between the unfortunate and very sad demise and the cremation, on a day when it is raining, on Rajghat, if you go for a new land, it strikes me you have to first drain it. I mean, this is open land. Whereas in Nigambod Ghat, you have already an existing infrastructure which may be slightly tight, but I was personally involved with the funeral arrangements and the cremation of Vajpayee ji. I know what we went through at that stage also. So please, this is unfounded criticism. It is designed to create a controversy. And if you're looking for controversies, I can give you half a dozen things which I am aghast at. Today, after the cremation yesterday, today they took the ashes for immersion in the holy river. And what happens? Where were all those people who wanted to be photographed yesterday and who were talking about the camera lenses on being on one and not the other? Was the Congress party, which is making, some of their leaders are making this noise, the Gandhi family, which are saying that indignity has been heaped and the departed leader has been insulted? I don't see that. Full military honors, all the thing. Prime Minister went not only to the late leader's residence, so did several other senior leaders. I was one of the few also who made it a point to go and pay my respects along with Lakshmi. So there is no insult was ever intended, and this is a manufactured, contrived narrative which is deliberately being put out for a false narrative. And I'm afraid when the facts are coming out, as I'm detailing them to you, I think they will be caught with their pants down.
So what exactly have the Congress leaders been accusing the government of? They have accused the centre of disrespecting the late leader, whether it comes to the choice of the place of funeral or the arrangements at the funeral or the choice of place for memorial, rather the timing. Now, each of them have been refuted, but listen in to the charges in detail.
यहाँ पे डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह की पर्सनैलिटी तो वर्ल्ड वाइज थी, अंतर्राष्ट्रीय स्तर पर उनका एक ऑरा था। ऐसे व्यक्ति का अगर मान लीजिए ये वर्तमान गवर्नमेंट आगे आकर के खुद ही फैसला करती, हम वहाँ पर दाह संस्कार करेंगे अमुक जगह पर, इस पर बनेगा, तो ये विवाद पैदा नहीं होता। विवाद पैदा बीजेपी ने किया है और दोष कांग्रेस को दे रहे हैं।
Of course, that is the need of the hour. I hope a good mind will prevail upon them and give whatever the request of the Congress party.
सारा देश भी चाहता है और विशेष तौर पंजाबी चाहते हैं कि आप जैसे पुराने सारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स को उनकी रेस्टिंग प्लेस दे रखी है, उनके मेमोरियल्स बने हुए हैं, इनके भी संस्कार वहीं कराएं जहां इनका मेमोरियल बनना है। तो ये एक डिमांड अकेली कांग्रेस की नहीं है, अकेली पंजाब की और सिख जगत की नहीं है, ये सारे हिंदुस्तानियों की वर्ल्ड वाइड डिमांड है। तो ये तो सोचने विचारने की बात ही नहीं, ये तो गवर्नमेंट को पहले ही सोच कर रखना चाहिए।
BJP has been insisting that they are committed to giving Manmohan Singh the honor that he deserves, assuring that a memorial will be built in due time. And not only that, even the Congress has been informed about the details of the same well in advance.
कि कांग्रेस के पूर्व अध्यक्ष राहुल गांधी और वर्तमान में अध्यक्ष मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी देश के पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री सम्माननीय मनमोहन सिंह जी के दुखद देहावसान पर भी राजनीति करने से बाज नहीं आ रहे। ये वही कांग्रेस है जिसने पीएम मनमोहन सिंह जी को के ऊपर सुपर पीएम के रूप में मैडम सोनिया गांधी जी को बिठा करके पीएम पद की गरिमा को धूमिल किया।
दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है, डिसग्रेसफुल है और पैथेटिक है कि डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जैसी शख्सियत जिसने इस देश के लिए अपना जीवन न्यौछावर कर दिया हो, जो देश के 4th लॉन्गेस्ट सर्विंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर हो, उनकी मृत्यु के ऊपर इस तरीके की घटिया स्तर की पॉलिटिक्स करना, और वो भी तब जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक इमोशनल मैसेज जो है मीडिया बाइट के द्वारा, अपनी प्रेजेंस के द्वारा उनके परिवार से बात करके दी हो। और ये बहुत कम होता है कि जब सिटिंग प्राइम मिनिस्टर किसी गैर पार्टी के पूर्व प्रधानमंत्री के प्रति इतनी संवेदना रखे।